Okay, so Jamie Campbell, BA3. I'm doing a bass lesson today with Ben. This is his first ever bass lesson, so we're going to take him through the instrument and then just get him started on the technique and the basics of it, and get him playing a couple of exercises at the end. Right, Ben. First things first, we're going to take you through the instrument, show you different bits of it. So, first of all, you've got the kind of main wooden bits. You've got the bit up here, and this is the head. So the top of the instrument, like the body of the head. Then you've got the neck here, which is attached to the head, obviously. And then you've got the body. So the body attached to the neck, attached to the head, the same way as a human or animal. Taking you through a couple of the other hardware bits. You've got your tuning pegs here. You've got your machine pegs coming through it that the strings attach onto. That's it. Under here you've got a truss rod. What this is, it's a metal rod that goes up in the inside of your neck, and it's used to bend the neck either way so the strings are closer to the neck for people who are adjusting them. Moving down, you've got your controls here, which these can control volume and tone, so how the instrument sounds, and of course volume, how loud it is. You've got your pickups here, so these pick the sound up from the strings. And that's how it's picking up. Obviously you wouldn't find these in an acoustic bass, but any electric or electroacoustic bass will have pickups somewhere on it. You've got this bridge here at the bottom, that's where your strings are attached onto. And then where your lead's going in, that is your input. You've also got a couple of wee extra bits, like you've got your strap locks in the horn and on the back there, just for if you were attaching a strap onto it. Along the neck you've got these metal bars, these are your frets, and inside them you've got the dots, these are fret markers. So on these basses they come in at frets 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, and then the same up an octave on 15, 17, 19 and 21. These are 22 fret basses, but you can get 24. You can obviously get basses, as I said before, acoustic basses, electroacoustic basses. You can get ones with extra strings like 5 string, 6 string, 8 string, all the way up to like 12, 16 string basses. So basically what we're going to do today is just get you started on the basic technique of playing the bass. So we'll start with your right hand first. What we're going to do is, if you start with your thumb on the frontmost pickup, that's it there, so that just the tip of your thumb is pointing against the bass. That's it. Now if you put your other 2 fingers, so that your first finger, so our fingers are going to be 1, 2, 3 and 4, so your first finger is resting on the top string. So this is your E string, or your 4th string. So to count the strings we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4, so counting from furthest away to you towards you. 3 and 4. And these strings letter names, so the notes are E, A, D and G. So starting on your 4th string, the E string, all you're doing is you're taking that finger and dragging it and landing it on your thumb. That's it, but keep your thumb on the pickup. So land on the thumb. Now take your middle finger, or finger 2, and put it on the E string or 4th string again and drag it back to your thumb. Now what you just need to do is just alternate then, so first finger, second finger. That's it, so it's not hitting the string, it's kind of dragging the finger over the string is what we're doing. That's it. Now keep your thumb where it is and move up to your 3rd string or your A string and do the same again. Start with your first finger, landing it this time on your 4th string or E string, so like this, and landing it on your 4th string. That's it. Now if we want to play 2nd string we've got to move our thumb. So our thumb moves from on the pickup onto our low E or 4th string. Now if you put your 1st finger, and we're doing the same again, but landing it on your A string or your 3rd string. That is it. Now if you stop that just now, and if you move your thumb up another string, onto your third string or A string, that's where we would be to play the first string or your G string. So if you start with your first finger and drag it back onto your second string or D, so you just slow it down and make sure that you're landing on your second string. That's it. So what to do now is if you just do 4 on each string, so 4 on your first string, 4 on your third string, then move your thumb up, 4 on the second string, move your thumb again, 4 on the first string. That's it. Well done. So that's the technique for the right hand for playing in a finger style of playing. So what we're going to do now is going to work on your left hand. So what to do is we're going to first start on the E string or the fourth string. So if you put your first finger on your left hand, so we're counting it the same, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Your first finger on the first fret, so that's it. You just press down there. Now if you play that once with your right hand. That's it. Now if you keep that finger there with your left hand, but move your second finger and put that on your second fret. That's it. Can you try and keep your thumb in the middle at the back? That's it. So your thumb should sit roughly in the middle. See how my fingers are coming straight up the way, whereas your fingers are kind of coming in at this angle. That's because your thumb's wrong. If you move your thumb to the back there, then your fingers will come straight up there. See how my thumb's pointing up that way? That's it. And see your fingers are already a bit straighter. So we've already played this. Now second finger on your second fret and first finger on the first fret at the same time. And just play that once. That's it. Now same again, keep those 2 fingers there, but add your third finger on your third fret. That's it. And then your pinky or fourth finger up to the fourth fret. Now I can see how right now I'm keeping all my fingers up. Just that comes with your handle stretched the more you play. But eventually you should want to be able to do it just keeping all the fingers down. So you can practice that. The best way to practice that is to see the frets further up. You'll notice they're smaller. So you can practice up there and then move your way down later on. But we'll stick to this exercise just now. So if you just move up to your A string or your third string, we'll do the same again. So first finger on first fret. So you've played your fourth string there with your right hand. You want to be playing your third string. See how it's making that buzzing noise? You need to be just to this side of the fret. That's it. Now if you put your second finger on your second fret, that's it. You play that there. That's it. Third finger, third fret. And then the fourth finger, fourth fret. That's it. Now if you go up to your D string or your second string, remember to move your thumb with your right hand. And same again, first finger, first fret. That's it, just try and make sure you're hitting one string at a time. And again, try and keep your fingers down with your left hand if you can. Try it again. That's it. Now if we move up to the G string or the first string, so moving your thumb with your right hand, just try it. Right, did you see how you slid up there? Try and do it one finger, one fret. So, yeah, that's it. This is called positional playing. So if you're playing a song later on, your fingers have all got their own frets. So if you're playing something like see, all my fingers are still playing one finger, one fret. It's almost like the lazy man's way of playing the bass. It means you don't have to move as much. It makes everything a lot easier for you. So what I'll do is I'll just get you to run up those one string at a time, just on your own. Right, did you hear some of that buzzing? Do it again, slow down, but make sure you're right up against this side of the fret. See if I'm playing back here, you get the buzzing noises, but if you play right up against the fret, you don't get that. Slow down a bit. Right, you see what I mean? Go up to this string. So that finger's right up against, play it there. And this finger right up against that fret. Then this finger, right. And your pinky right up against it. Next string do the same, so it's right up at the edge. That's it. Keep going. Right up at that fret bar. That's it. And last one. That's it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go backwards. So we're going to start with all our fingers on. If you can't make the stretch, just make sure your pinky's in the right place. You're going to start by playing that 4th fret with your pinky and just play that once. Then take the pinky off and get your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. And then your 2nd finger same. And then 1st finger, 1st fret. Move up a string to your D string, 2nd string, start again. Then move up to your A string, 3rd string. And now your E string, 4th string. Right, now what I want you to do is slowly, so you're getting every note right, is go up the way, so starting on your E, up to your G, and then go from your G back down to your E all in one go. That's it. Right. So what we've learned there is we've learned how to keep moving the thumb on the right hand so we're playing the right strings. We've learned our right hand finger style technique for playing, and we've learned how to move up the frets with the left hand. So I think what we could do now is maybe try and get into starting to play something that you're going to recognise. I want you to be able to go away from here and show people that you've actually got something that you can do. So what we'll do is we'll start by taking our 1st finger and putting it on the 7th fret of our A string or our 3rd string. So count up 7. So make sure it's right up against the fret bar and just play that once. That's it. Now what I want you to do is just like before, put your 2nd finger on your 8th fret, your 3rd finger on your 9th fret, and your pinky up there. That's it. Now play with once the pinky up on there. That's it. So now what I want you to do is go 7 twice and then the pinky up on the 10. So you're going to be playing this out and then dropping all 3 fingers down. So 2 on the 7 and then 1 on the 10. Make sure that pinky's right up against the fret bar. Right, and then this time I want you to go 2 on the 7, 1 on the 10, and back to the 7 for 1. Now I want you to slide down so your pinky is on the 5th fret. That's it, and I want you to play once with the pinky on the 5th fret, and take your pinky and 3rd finger off, so you've got your 2nd finger on your 3rd fret. Play that once, and then your first finger on the second fret. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just do that last bit again. So you're going to have your pinky on the 5th, your third finger on the 4th, your middle finger on the 3rd, and your first finger on the 2nd. You stretch that out. Remember where your thumb is to help you out. So if you just start with the pinky and you go pinky 5, and then second finger 3rd, and then first finger 2nd. So that's how it's going to finish. Now, how the bass works is I can go all the way up this string, and you hear how it's just going up one note at a time. What you could do with that as well is you can go, you hear that that's the same as going all the way up. So what we've just done with that 5, 3, 2, we're going to do up here on the 10, 8, 7. So that's the same. So pinky on the 10, and then take. So play the pinky once on the E string. Make sure your thumb's right with your right hand. That's it. If you take your pinky and third finger off, so your second finger is on your 8th fret, and play that, and then first finger on your 9th. So 10, 8, 7. So start with your pinky on the 10, with all your fingers kind of laid out onto you. That's it. So play the 10 with your pinky on it. Now take off your pinky and third finger, so your second finger, first finger on 7 and 8. Now play the 8. Now take your middle finger off and play the 7. That's it. So what we'll do is we'll start this riff again. So we've got our first finger on the 7th fret of the A string or 3rd string. So you're playing that twice, and then putting all your fingers down and playing 10 once. That's it, so we're going back to 7, so it's 7, 7, 10, 7. That's it. So now we're going to go 7, 7, 10, 7, and then going up, pushing the 10 on the 10 on the E or 4th string. So that's it. So 7, 7, 10, 7, 10. And then do it this time, but 7, 7, 10, 7 up to the 10, 8. So 7, 7, 10, 7, 10, 8. That's it. So this time I'm going to play the whole thing. So 7, 7, 10, 7, 10, 8. 7, 7, 7, 10, 7, 10, 8. 7. Just try that for me. So that time you played the 9 instead of the 8 on your E string. So if you try it again slower, 7, 7, 10, 7, 10, 8, 7. That's it, keep going. So do you recognise that song? Yeah, you heard that before? Now, there is a second drift to that, so what we've got so far is, but in the chorus it also adds in. So what it's doing there is it's still 7, 7, 10, 7. When it goes 10, it goes 10, 8, 10, 8, 7. So it's 7, 7, 10, 7. But make sure you're getting the 10 with your pinky. 10 on the E. Up to the 10 again. You put that bit first. Right, next 7, 7, 10, 7. 10, 8, 10, 8, 7. That's it. should land on the thumb, so, or on the string above. So, what happened? What went wrong there was you started playing with the wrong fingers. So it's pinky, middle, 1. Middle finger. That's it. Now all that happens different is there's one riff. So if you go down to your third finger, your first finger on the third fret of the E, so it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. But see if you alternate fingers with your right hand, so it's and then put your second finger and your middle finger down so you're up to the 5th fret and do the same again for 8. And that's it. So how it's going to go is we're going to do this 4 times. So that's 1. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come up and finish on the 7th fret of your A. You don't have to play at that speed, you just play it however you think you're going to get it right. So you start it when you're ready. So that's 2. That's it. After this time, down to the 3rd. That's it. That was alright, except from sometimes you were using the wrong fingers. Remember this positional playing. So everything's on the right finger. So we'll do another bit of that. So if we go back down, we'll do the first exercise again. So starting on your E, working your way up to the G, and then working your way back down. Let's try that. Slow down. That's it. So what to do now is, do you want to try starting on the G, working your way down to the E, and then start on the E and then work your way back up. So it's the same thing but the other way around. Right. So I'm just going to write that out for you. Do you want to try that other song, the Seven Nation Army song again? So what I've done for you is I've brought out that first exercise. So I've got 4 or E string, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 or A string, 1 through 4. 2 or D string, 1 through 4. 1 or G string, 1 through 4. And then I've got the same going back the way up for you. So you can take that way with you at the end. Have you got a guitar or bass at home that you can practice with? Yeah. What is it you've got? Is it a guitar or?
I've got both.
Alright, now have you played bass before today or have you?
Just the once or twice at school, nothing much.
Alright, no bother. So, is this pretty much what you were getting taught at the school or is this
It was just free playing, picking up a bass, just
Alright, so it was just going to play a
wasn't
bass.
lessons, was getting taught.
Right, no problem. So I take it you've got some experience on guitar then if you're kind of getting this pretty quickly.
Yeah,
You know?
I've got experience with guitar.
Right, no problem. Is there anything else you would want to kind of know? Or
No, not really.
What I'll do then is I'll show you. Remember earlier on how I was telling you that going up every fret was the same as doing that. Like going up every fret was the same as doing that exercise. Was the same as going right up. So what we'll do is we'll play that Seven Nation Army song, but this time we'll just try and do it all in the one string, except from that bit. In fact, we could do all that bit as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to play that bit up an octave. So it starts out the exact same. So you've got 7, 7, 10, 7. Now remember on this string we went 10, 8, 7, but it was pinky middle, first finger. Now instead of going up to the E string, what you're going to do is you're going to slide down so your fingers are on 1, 2, 3 and 4 on your A string. So on 2, 3, 4 and 5, sorry. And you're going to do the same again, so pinky, middle 1, 5, 3, 2. So miss out the 4s, so it's just 5, 3, 2. That's it, so you've got 7. That's it, so this time we have 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3, 2. So it's 7 instead of 8. That's right, but make sure you're using all your fingers and you're not just dodging about. So. So it's middle instead of third foot. That's it. Slow down, start again, slower. Do it at this speed. Do it at that speed and there you go. So obviously you're going to be coming to more lessons than what you are here. What are your kind of favourite bands and stuff like that, so I can try and get a programme together of what it is you want to be learning?
Stuff like Foo Fighters, Blink-182, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's cool. So obviously Red Hot Chili Peppers have got like Flea as their bass player and he does a lot of slap stuff, so we'll probably leave them till a bit later. Slap is a completely different technique. It looks a bit like. So it's like the right hand technique is completely different. So what we'll do is we'll leave that to again. But like, do you know that bit earlier on where we were going? That's something like the Blink-182 stuff, because what's that song, the most famous on All the Small Things or whatever it is? I'm sure that's something like. So it's the same technique with the right hand, it's all in the strings we've been using. So it's just keeping that constant. So we can try and put that together for you for next time. We'll try and write that out for you. Have you got any other questions or anything you wanted to know? Or?
No, how much does bass guitars usually cost, roughly?
I mean, I think these ones that I've got in here for learning, they sell for about £150, £200. You can get them cheaper. I mean, there's second hand. Have you ever been in like the Cash Converters in Stirling and Falkirk? That you can get bass guitars from them for something between £50 to £100. So it all depends. But obviously our setup in here, you've got an electric bass. So for that you need this guitar lead you've got here and one of the bass amps. So you would need to think about getting that as well unless you've got an acoustic bass. But we can certainly, we've got extras and spares and stuff. You can come in here and practice in your free time, or I can see about trying to get your Lena stuff in between your lessons. But what we'll do just to finish off is we'll get you to do the 2 exercises and then you are free to go. I'll just write out that 7 Nation Army one while you're doing it. So if you start with the one just going up the strings, then I'll get you to write out, and then I'll get you to do the 7 Nation Army one both ways. Slow down, so you're hitting, you need to make sure you're still at the frets, remember. So up against the metal frets all the time. That's it, but make sure you're putting one finger, one fret so that you're not just moving the one finger about all the time. Now what to do is you try the 7 Nation Army one using the 10, using this string as well, so using the 10-8-7 instead of the 5-3-2. That's it, just slow it down. Now remember, you're going down to the 3, then the 5. That's it. Now do it again, but this time you're using your slide down so your pinky lands on the 5. Yeah. Okay. Slow it down, start again. So start 7, 7, 10, 7. Slide down pinky, middle. is I've written out everything we've done today on this tablet here. I've also written down my phone number and my YouTube address. Now on the YouTube page you'll find this song, you'll find me playing it, you'll find just a backing track, you'll find a backing track at half the time. So what to do is play on it. I've also wrote out 3 stars here. The first star is to watch the left thumb. See how your thumb keeps coming up, you need to make sure your thumb's just at the back there. The second one is your 1 finger, 1 fret, making sure that 1 finger is just playing 1 fret all the time, and you're not moving about. And the last one is just to watch that when you're using your right hand, that your thumb's moving down the strings. Because at one point you were on the pickup and you were playing all the strings, just kind of stretching it out. I don't know if that's just how you'd been playing it before or whatever. But just make sure that you concentrate on those 3 things while you're doing it. You can just make this lesson the same time next week, because we won't have anything on there, and we can start putting together a programme of songs that you want to learn over the next few months. We'll start out with that Blink-182 one. I've got another couple of things like the 7 Nation Army one just to get you used to technique, and then probably in 2 weeks time we'll start doing the songs that you want to do. So next week we'll do more of this stuff, then the following week we can start that Blink-182 song. So you got any other questions or anything like that? Yeah, so what I want you to do is turn all the knobs off on the guitar. Right, now turn the volume off on your amp, so just turn the volume right down. Now if you pull your lead out it shouldn't make a noise. That's it. Now turn the power off on your amp. And that is us. So no more questions?
No more questions.
Not a problem. So I'll just close this video and then we'll get on our way.